thoughts on how you thought the team played today?
I think we played awesome. Yeah, I mean we outshot them 28-6, so it's frustrating we couldn't score, but it's good to know that we dominated most of the play and we played right with them. We outplayed them, if you ask me, but yeah. So I'm proud of what we did today.
What allowed you guys to get so many shots on goal? Was it something that they were doing or something you guys adjusted to?
Coach made a few changes from the weekend because like we had a couple problems over the weekend, and Coach sorted that out. And ever since we did that, we like makes us more free up top and allows us to shoot more, get more shots off.
All right. And knowing you guys were like basically, and from a lot of our eyes, you dominated the attacking side of the pitch. Did that make you guys frustrated that going into the overtime and into the second overtime, just like ball sitting there, just couldn't get in?
It was frustrating, but I don't think we were frustrated from it because like we knew that we were dominating and we knew we had more chances to score. So like we had that rally behind us, the momentum to like believe in ourselves that we were going to score. So.
Okay. What was in your mind the key for you guys playing so well and dominating on your side of the pitch?
I mean, everyone was just confident and aggressive. We won a lot of 50-50 balls. We were flying around. Everyone's moving. Everyone's talking. It was good to see.
All right, and then going into Wednesday against Michigan State, how do you feel this has prepared you guys for that game?
We're ready. I think we're definitely ready. We played probably the best game of the year tonight, so we're gonna keep that going. Hopefully, we can go take down Michigan State.
All right, and then can you speak on? I know when I talked to Coach Nichols, he said he wanted you guys to tighten up defensively and man marking all up and down the field. Can you speak on how that went today?
It was good. Me, Joe, and Brandon were talking a lot more than normal. So like we figured it out in the middle, and then Anthony did his part up top. Everyone did their part. Shuey, Max, the two center backs, and even Weiss was talking from way back there. So it was really good to see everyone communicating so well.
Okay, I'm good. You got one, Mike?
I'm good.
All right, and just to start, can you speak on how you think you and the other forwards played today against their defense?
I mean, we played pretty well. It's just that we were less unfortunate to not get a goal, you know. But we keep pressing them and keep them like on their backs. And as I said earlier, it's just unfortunate that we didn't get a goal.
Okay. Can you tell me what was it specifically? Was it something specifically you were doing, or something that the defense was allowing you to do that allowed you to get so many shots today and get free in the box?
I mean, it's just the way how we play, you know. As I said, we just go at defense and stuff. So like when we do that, we automatically gonna get shots off, and it's just that's how we play.
You can sign another guy if you want. You can sign it. Go ahead. It happened to Brandon last time too.
Yeah, sure.
Tanner! Wait for me! I want you to sign my stuff.
Here we go.
Thank you.
All right, and then I guess we'll just go off that. How the crowd here was the fullest I've ever seen Cochran Field in a long time. How does that fuel you guys when you're on the field? You walk onto the starting lineup and you just see everybody in the crowd.
I mean, the crowd is like a 12-man in the game, you know. So if you're playing in front of that crowd capacity at any time in your life, in soccer, in your career, it's gonna give you a huge motivation, you know. So that kind of pushes us. So that's why we pressed them so early and got so many chances. But we're just unfortunate today.
What do you feel like the difference was between last weekend's games against Milwaukee and Marquette going into this weekend?
All right. The difference is that like last week we learned a lot last week, yeah, and we saw where we're at, and we worked on it this week in practice, and we just came out here today and just do what we do in practice the other day and just deliver.
Okay. Can you speak on the midfield and the defenders won just about every 50-50 ball in the air, giving you great balls through the middle, and as well as Ryan Comiskey. Can you speak on them? As
we say that. That's how we play. We just go hard. We're gonna challenge for every 50-50 balls, and we know we're gonna come out the victor in that. So that's how we play.
Okay, and then the schedule you guys have played so far, you've had Michigan, Marquette, Milwaukee, Ohio State. Then you have Michigan State and Akron coming up. How does that prepare you guys for the going into the max schedule the rest of the season?
I mean, as we say, we're just going to approach it the same way how we approach this game. Every game is a championship game, so we're just looking forward to Wednesday coming, Michigan State. That's the next championship game, so that's how we do it.
Okay, and speaking of Michigan State, what do you think you guys need to prove on the most going into?
As we said, the way we approach it, we're going to approach it the same way because it's our next championship game. We're going to treat it like a championship game.
No frustration about finishing going into the next game?
No frustration. We're just going to approach it the same way.
All right, I'm good. Thank you, Anthony.
I'm doing most of the questions, but I may or may not chime in. I haven't yet, so maybe this will be the one.
All right. Coach, just give me your thoughts on how you thought the team played today.
Played extremely well. I mean, did all facets of the game we were on top of it, with the exception of scoring, obviously. We just chatted and really couldn't ask for more from them. I think they were sharp moving the ball. They were sharp defensively. They kept their focus, which is sometimes hard to do when a game is as lopsided as that. They kept their focus, and just I couldn't be more proud of them.
Coming into this game, did you expect to dominate the attacking side of the field and the midfield, and like you guys did today?
No. I mean, that was a lot more lopsided than I thought it was going to be. I knew we could play well. I knew if we locked them down, we could give them fits, we could get the ball back, which we did. But no, I think the guys really they played, they delivered.
Okay, and last time I talked to you, you talked about Ohio State and their counterattacking and how you guys needed to prepare better on marking around all the way down the field. Do you feel like you guys improved on that?
For sure. This game really set up for them to counterattack. And they're a dangerous team, maybe more so dangerous when they're on their heels. And we had them on their heels a lot tonight, so that gave them a lot of opportunities to kind of counterpunch us. But we were sharp. We were aware of that. We were aware of the set pieces. So yeah, they were, as I said before, they were dialed in for the full game.
Okay, and when I talked to Danny and Anthony, they spoke on you guys made some adjustments going into the week to get ready for just adjustments for the Ohio State game. Do you feel like those adjustments helped you guys today?
Yeah, and I don't know that those adjustments were necessarily geared towards Ohio State. Those adjustments were made based on kind of our shortcomings last weekend. And yeah, I definitely think this was a different team than showed up in Milwaukee, and I feel good. I feel good about this performance. I think we let one get away. I think we could have gotten a win in front of a fantastic crowd, but I feel really good about moving forward with this group.
Okay, and I know Danny said that he thinks this is probably you guys' best game so far this season. Do you feel that the same?
Yeah, it's going to take me a little bit to kind of evaluate all that. I'm still stinging a little bit because we didn't get the win, but he's right. This was very good. The only thing we didn't do is put the ball in the net, but we were flying, and we were hitting it on all cylinders.
Okay, now I know you say you guys don't believe in per se momentum and confidence, but there has to be something that carries over after a great performance like this going into Wednesday.
We'll pick out the good plays, and we'll pick out the things that we did well, and we'll try to build on those. And obviously, we'll try to figure out how to score some goals. It doesn't get any easier for us here. We've got Wednesday, we've got Michigan State away, and then Akron Saturday.
Is that game at Akron?
Yes.
And then from your view, on the sideline, was there something that the team kind of like took advantage of offensively that Ohio State was doing that allowed them to get so many shots on goal?
No, I think it all started from our cycle of pressure. We got the ball back quite quickly after we lost it, and then we were able to get back on them and just kind of created that rhythm of possession and pressure, possession and pressure.
Okay, and then like you said, carrying it with the getting the ball back faster. You guys, from the midfield to the defenders as well, won just about every 50-50 ball, like you said. Can you speak on on their performance as well?
Yeah, I can't find a player, including the guys we used as subs, that I wasn't really pleased with. I mean, they're playing the way we think they can play. They matched up really well with Ohio State players, and I think one mano a mano or 1-to-1, I think we were better, we were dominant, and then collectively we were dominant.
Okay, and then my last question would be, what do you guys, out of this game, what do you feel like you need to improve on going into the game Wednesday? Besides finishing, yeah.
I'd be foolish to think that Wednesday is going to look anything like this. It's a different opponent. It's on the road. We're not playing in front of 3,000 of our fans, so it'll be a lot different. But bottom line, in order to win games, you got to score goals.
Okay, and then my last question would be, Michigan State. How do they pose a threat to you guys as a team?
We haven't looked at them yet. To be honest, we were one game at a time. We've been focusing on Ohio State. We've got a few days. We've got some film and some scouts that we'll take a look at. And, we know them from years past. They can score goals. They're athletic all over the field. They're savvy all over the field. It's a good team.
Okay, I'm good.
I'm good. I had questions.